Good morning. My name is Elizabeth Freed, and I'm honored to welcome you all to today's second panel, Policing Immigrant Communities, State and Local Enforcement Trends and Challenges. I just wanted to briefly note a change in panelists. Unfortunately, Mr. Juan Osuna was unable to join us this morning due to a travel ban imposed as a result of the sequester. But as you can see, Professor Lucas Gutentag has graciously agreed to stay on for our conversation this morning. In the wake of bipartisan support for more robust immigration enforcement, federal enforcement programs have grown exponentially in recent years. As Ms. McCarthy noted earlier, the spending by the federal government on its primary immigration enforcement agencies exceeded $17.9 billion in 2012, more than its spending on all other criminal federal law enforcement agencies combined. The increasing convergence of the criminal justice and immigration systems has required greater reliance on state and local cooperation to remove non-citizens through information sharing programs like Secure Communities and other initiatives like the Criminal Alien Program. In 2011, federal fundings for these types of cooperative programs was 30 times higher than in 2004, skyrocketing from $23 to $690 million. As immigration enforcement spending has rapidly expanded, these programs have also received widespread criticism by immigrant advocates, as well as a host of law enforcement agencies for inconsistent implementation, promoting racial profiling, and undermining public trust. And in response to perceived failures at the federal level, states and localities have put forth their own immigration enforcement legislation, the most notorious of which is Arizona's SB 1070. And the Supreme Court's mixed decision this past summer has left many questions still unresolved. This morning, we'll be discussing the dynamics of both state and local immigration laws, in addition to the current status of federal enforcement programs. We'll explore the human impact of these laws and initiatives and the range of strategies advocates have employed in challenging them. And with the prospect of comprehensive immigration reform looming, we'll be exploring possibilities of common ground and identifying enforcement policies going forward. We'll begin this panel with a more structured presentation by each of our panelists, which will be followed by a questions and answers period. And we invite you all to write down your questions on the note cards that have been provided on each table. If you could also just mention the panelists or panelists to whom the question's directed, just indicate that on the top of the card, and once you've written your question, you can raise your hand, and there will be event staff sort of circling to pick up the cards. And we'll do our best to get through as many of those